Hi guys, and welcome back. If you can't tell by the incredibly zoomed in picture you see right now of my blushes, this is a blush declutter. This is going to be a blush declutter that is going to be pretty ruthless because I am moving and I do not want to take all these blushes with me. Now, I do have cats in the room with me, so if you see them in frame like Mr. Cuddles right now, please just ignore them. I do apologize. I have 10 cats in my house currently, so filming without cat interruption is not happening. But without further ado, let's go ahead and jump into this blush declutter. So the first things first I see right here on top is going to be the MAC, and this is the Dilly Dolly Extra Dimension Blush. And this one right here is a super shimmery blush. I do not wear this very often. In fact, the first time I did wear this, I thought it was just a highlighter. So because it is so glowy, I am going to go ahead and declutter this blush. This next one right here on top is going to be the Etude House Lovely Cookie Blusher in Strawberry Crumble. And this one here, oh, let me open it. I love the little puff in it. I use it all the time. But this one has been my everyday shade. This has been a very good, just almost bronzy look on the cheek. It's a very nude, very pretty, natural blush. And I've been really enjoying this one. So this, of course, is going to be a keep. This next one here in the center is going to be a Becca blush. And this is in the shade Camilla, and this is what that looks like. It is very, very glowy, but if you look back at this MAC blush again, you can tell like just how shimmery that blush is compared to this Becca one. But this one here is another one I do not wear very often, so this one is definitely going to be a declutter. The next one, this Medusa's Makeup, and this is in the shade Beach Bum, and it is a frosted blush. This right here, as you can see, has quite a few glitter particles in them, and it does show up on the skin like that. So I am not one who appreciates the glitter. Sorry if you hear my cat hissing in the background. They're fighting over food right now. But this, I do not like glitter on my cheeks, so this one is going to be a declutter as well. This next one here is an Hourglass blush in the shade Diffused Heat, and this is what that looks like. And I have to say, this blush here, I do not wear very often, but it is a really pretty shade. You can barely see that on my skin. There you go. I don't know. There we go. But it's a very pretty shade, very subtle. I just haven't really been reaching for this, but I do like the Hour blush formula, so I think I am going to keep this. I know people say this is a good summer blush. I personally think this would make a good fall blush, so I am going to go ahead and keep this one. My other Hourglass blush here is in the shade Ethereal Glow, and this was in my Project 10 pan for this year. And as you guys can probably see, like, it's got a decent sized dip going in there. But this blush here doesn't show up on my cheeks during the summertime. So this is not one I, in general, wear this time of year, but in the fall and winter, this is a very pretty blush. So I am going to go ahead and keep this one as well. The next blush back here is going to be my Clinique Cheek Pop, and this is in the shade Melon Pop. And this one here, I have a hard time reaching for this blush. I usually like blushes that are easily built up, not necessarily blushes that are as pigmented as this is. However, I do like a pigmented blush, and I have not kept a peach blush as of yet. So I am going to go ahead and keep this one here, and this is my only Clinique blush. The next one here is going to be the Benefit blush in this shade Shelly. Wow, that is a tongue twister. And this is what that one looks like. And to be honest with you guys, I have had this blush in my collection now for 3 months, or since this first came out, and I bought this mini. I don't know how long ago that was. And I have never used it. When I'm reaching for a peachy blush, I usually reach for this Clinique blush over this Shelly blush. So I'm going to actually just go ahead and declutter this one right here and keep my Clinique as my peach blush. Other Benefit blush I did get is this blush in Krista, and this is the shade, and this one is way too punchy for me. I would never wear this blush, and even if I wanted a blush like this, I have this shade in one of my blush palettes, so this one is also going to be a declutter. Speaking of bright blushes, this is the JCat Blush Mallow in the shade Sweet and Chic, and this is what that one looks like. And you would think this would be a really like punchy color, but it is actually just like this pretty wash of pink. I don't know if you guys can see it right here. It's just a pretty wash of pink, and I really do like this formula. It is more of a marshmallow formula, I guess, hence the name Blush Mallow. And this is going to be my sole like hot pink colored blush. So this one is going to be a keep as well. You guys, I'm doing pretty good. I have 5 in the declutter and 5 in the keep. So the next one here is going to be this ColourPop blush, and this is in the shade Just My Pluck. And this is one of their pressed powdered blushes. I never took the like screen protector off this one here, but this is, it looks more mauve on camera, but in person, this is a very purple blush. I don't know. It's a very purple blush, and it definitely comes across as a more purple color on my skin tone, and I have not reached for this since I got it. I keep swatching it, and it is so pretty, but this is just not a color that I am going to wear, so this is going to be a declutter. We have the Care Bear Do What You Love blush, and this one actually looks more like a muted pink, but definitely comes across as a very punchy pink color. I don't know if you guys can see that there. Hold on. Right here. But it comes across very punchy on my cheeks, and that's just not something I really go for, so this one's going to be a declutter as well, which is really sad because I did like that at one point in time. This next one is going to be this Essence of the blush, and this is in the shade Bespoke. I just never reach for this. These Essence blushes are really, really good, you guys. If you have them, they're awesome, and you know they're awesome, but I never reach for it, so this one's going to be a declutter. This next one here, the one right up in front, is the Ulta Beauty Hide and Shrek blush duo, and this is what that looks like. And you guys have probably noticed I've been avoiding this blush, and that's because when I got this blush, I loved it. I love mixing the highlight and the blush together, and I mean, it is just a gorgeous color. I just don't reach for this, but that might be the time of year. Where can I put this? Right here. It's just a very pretty natural flush, and I do really like this one. I'm not really keeping a mauve blush, so I think I will keep this as my sole mauve blush because I really do like this one here. This next one is the NARS Orgasm, and this is the Orgasm X blush. This just has too many shimmer particles in it for me and too punchy. I never wear this, so this is going to be a declutter. You can see all the cat hair in my blushes now. This is like a velvet here. If you guys know anything about velvet and animal hair, they attract it. Okay, so we have the Dose of Colors Truffle Blush, and this one here is more of a mauve color. However, let me see. Yeah, those two are almost the exact same color, and I actually prefer this Ulta Beauty one over the Dose of Colors, so I'm going to go ahead and declutter this one here. Okay, so the Flower Nose, and this is the Amazing Show Blush in the shade 05 Endless, and this is what that looks like. This is definitely more of a peachy blush, but there's also a bit of a gradient there. So this down here is darker than this blush, and this up here is lighter, mixed together, and they are a very, very pretty blush. I don't reach for this one all that often, to be honest with you. Let me see. This is actually like the lighter version up here of this, kind of matches my Etude House Cookie Blush. But I do like this one. And the packaging, like, okay, I'm keeping it. Maybe just for the packaging, I don't know, but I'm keeping it. All right, so let's go ahead and move these closer here. The AOA Wonder Baked Highlighter, this I used as a blush. However, this is just obviously too much like a highlighter on my cheeks, so I'm going to get rid of that. The Becca, what is this? Songbird blush. I do not usually go for this color, but nope, don't need it. Declutter. The MAC So Natural Glow Play Blush. This, you guys, is gorgeous. If you guys know, you know. I know I keep saying that, but if you know, you know. However, when I want a color like this, I usually reach for my cookie blush over the MAC. So I'm actually going to go ahead and declutter this one as well. Doing really good here. This next one is the MAC HD Cherry Tree Glow Play Blush. And this one here is gorgeous. It really, really is pretty. However, it is the exact same as the JCat one. But I do like this. Tad bit more punchy. It's right here. Nope, never reach for it. That one's gonna go too. And the last blush I have is the Too Faced, and this is the Perfect Flush Blush in Sparkling Bellini. This is a really pretty peachy blush, but I did keep this Clinique one for a peachy blush. I think I'm going to keep this one too. I'm looking over what I'm keeping into decluttering, and I think I'm going to keep this one as well. So these are all the blushes that I am decluttering, and I am decluttering 14 blushes, and I am keeping 8. So over half gone. That is fantastic. And I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, if you would like, comment, and subscribe, it really does help me out. And I will see you in the next one. Bye.